Rex, it's a little girl. What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Bobby Chill, and I am back with another reaction for Invincible Episode 3, Who You Calling Ugly. Man, I watched the first two episodes the night it dropped, and I had to take a break. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to sleep because I think that second episode for me ended at like 3 a.m. So I had to get a little bit of sleep, but I'm back and I'm hyped. Uh, but those first two episodes, obviously the mind-blowing moment of Omni Man killing all of the global guardians still blows my mind. I mean, and for those of you new to the channel or first time watching me, I haven't read the comics, so I had no idea that was coming, so that blew my mind and was amazing at the same time. I was damn near rooting for Omni Man, which is crazy. But that first episode was amazing. I loved it. Second episode was almost just as good. I think I rated it like an 8 out of 10, but it mostly focused on Mark, him finding his new team. So he spent most of the episode with them and fighting against like some intergalactic invaders. Robot actually called them the name they go by, but I forget what he called them. So maybe they'll address it again here, I'm sure. Well, Omni Man went through the portal to like their world and killed a lot of them. So I don't know if they'll come back right away or if it'll be a while, but they seem to adjust to the adjustments that the team were making. Like because when they first came out, they were aging really fast, so they died without the team doing anything or any damage, and then they came back with bracelets that slowed down their aging on Earth. So they seem to be really smart. They seem to be adjusting really fast, so I'm assuming they'll be back to fight again, and that's not the last that we're going to see it though, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm expecting to see some more fights with this new team. I don't know. Mark's dad, Omni Man, actually woke up out of his coma at the end of last episode, and then the news broke that the Global Guardians had died. So obviously the world knows now. I'm curious. Actually, the thumbnail, I just realized it's Omni Man at a funeral. So I'm assuming that's going to be the funeral for the Global Guardians, and he's just going to play that role like nothing happened, which I expected. So I'm curious when that news is going to break. But the general, not the demon detective, but the bald head dude that has like teleportation powers, he seemed to be suspicious of Omni Man. So I'm excited to see where that's going to go and how that storyline is going to develop. But him hiding what he's really been up to, and like I said in my last reaction, I'm sure he's been doing this for a while. This doesn't look like it's his first time that he's executed something like this. Like, he notified all of them and they got the little beep on the wristbands to come to like their lair, and he just set them up. So he's a professional at this for sure, it seems like. And I'm excited to see how he gets busted when Mark finds out how he's going to react. But yeah, Mark's got his own things to worry about right now. He's still developing his powers. He's got his new team. He'll probably end up sticking with this team for a while. I know I said I wanted to see him kind of venture out and test out those other teams, but he's got his little crush on Eve. Him and Rex seem to be having a little back and forth, which was fun based off that second episode. So I'm excited to see how this team develops. Yeah, that's all I got to say about the first two episodes. I'm excited to get into this one, so let's get it. And this one's actually 42 minutes long, so we got another nice long one. Let's go. All right, it looks like we're starting off with the funeral already. In loving memory. Was that their symbol? The shield with the globe on it? Who's that big green dude? It's so many like weird creatures, and it seems like kind of random powers. It reminds me of My Hero, even though the show is nothing like it. But is that Omni Man leading the charge with the planes? They've started like in these first couple episodes showing the sun a lot, like close-ups of the sun. I wonder if that kind of gives him his powers like Superman, or if that's just something they do for the episodes.
I've battled alien tyrants, gone toe to toe with ancient gods.
You are a cold-blooded dude. That is crazy.
Darkwing.
Yeah, Darkwing, my favorite.
Today, we have lost titans, protectors, heroes.
All hell is gonna break loose. Who's gonna be able to challenge him when the news breaks that he's the one that did it? Mark? Is that who we're expecting? Why do I still like him? He's still tight. That was a dope transition.
The big ones for show, but the public can't know where the actual bodies are buried.
It's messed up. We got grave diggers. That's crazy.
The Guardians who welcomed me when I first arrived on this planet, they were my mentors.
What? He killed his mentors? What? Wait, did they actually train him, or are they just heroes that he looked up to?
I hope they will rest in peace.
This dude is a savage. Whose wife is that? Oh, that's the speedster's girlfriend.
This could happen to the Guardians of the Globe. It means that none of us are.
I love how they do the title intro. That's so dope. Uh-oh.
This is a private ceremony, Darkblood.
Darkblood, that's his name. I keep calling him Demon Detective.
I already told Cecil everything I know.
Cecil, is that the bald-headed guy? Or the mullet guy?
If you remember something, I'll call you.
Oh my god, this show is dope. I love the tone that they're setting just with that conversation alone. That was really good.
Run a main superhero team.
Thank you, Cecil. That means a lot coming from you.
And yeah, that's Cecil, okay.
Build me a new Guardians of the Globe.
Forgive me, but would Omni-Man not be the natural choice?
Sure, except
He didn't suspect him of murder.
he's never taken orders. Not from me, anyway.
He just said that he's never taken orders from him. I'm wondering if that's why there was kind of tension when he came to the house, or if he actually suspects him of committing the murders of the Global Guardians. It's a big ass TV. What is that, an 80-inch? Golly.
Mark, why don't you call William?
And do what? Hang out?
What's up with that attitude? Both of them have it, though, it seems like.
I'm not so easy to kill.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's what Red Rush told Olga.
Hey, he could run fast. Not exactly one of your premier superpowers.
Sheesh. Obviously, he didn't have any respect for him.
I didn't mean that.
You meant it 100%, but...
And I don't want a broken family.
Ooh, surveillance team. So they do suspect him. Okay. I don't know why, but these dudes, these agents, they look like characters from, at least that guy. He looks like a character from like King of the Hill or something. No Empress number. Now ain't the time for that. I guess you do want to clear your mind. Hey,
Hey, it's Mark.
calm down, my guy. And I wonder if, I noticed the jewelry she wears, the little triangles. I wonder if that has any significance.
A study date? Works for me. When and where?
That's a W, Mark. Take it when you can get it. This is a nice layer for some teenagers.
Eve, I thought you were at the funeral.
What you doing? You in there with Rex? It's Rex, isn't it?
Rex?
It wasn't herself. She didn't duplicate.
You piece of shit.
Oh, snap.
God,
Oh,
are you kidding me?
it's messed up. I don't blame you, Rex.
I am such... Rex said you're dating Invincible now.
Amber gonna have to slide over. Damn.
He
That dude's
selected for
name
the
has
new
to be Lumberjack.
Guardians of the- Makes me wonder again why you won't try out.
I talked it over with my dad. He wants to train me himself.
I wonder why Mark's dad is so gung-ho on training Mark, because when he first told him he was getting his powers, he seemed kind of upset or jealous is how I took it, but I'm curious to see how that unfolds. Ooh. That's dope. I can't... What? Her power's dope. She's like a speedy Ant-Man. I couldn't tell if she was like... If she was really fast, teleporting, or just like... What was that? What did he just throw up? Was that like acid that came out of him? Damn.
Spirit.
Wrong move.
That is what
Oh, I thought she was gonna hit him. Take advantage of him being nice.
the new Guardians of the Globe, Monster Girl.
Monster girl. Look at the big Hulk in the background. Just with the sad face. Is he always like that? Or is he just upset because he didn't get recruited?
Isn't there a dick size requirement?
Got him.
You must be compensating for something.
Damn, her voice is familiar. I can't tell who's voicing her over.
Somebody ought to teach you. Some mother.
Rex, it's a little girl. Well, I guess her name is Monster Girl. I should have expected that.
Just a tryout.
Oh. Jeez. Damn. Rex, you getting bodied, bruh. I like that her monster looks like Piccolo, though. Kinda. Or maybe he's just green. Ooh. Damn.
Invincible
Knocked her right out of her monster form. She wasn't a monster. Or she wasn't a little girl when he hit her. So she's kind of like Hulk. Comic book Hulk, not MCU Hulk.
Didn't need your help, asshole.
I think it's safe to say you could kick Rex off the team. But I'm wondering, were there Guardians of the Globe before the ones that just got killed in episode 1? And they're just continuing the cycle of replacing them? Or were they the first and now they're just replacing them because they're used to having them?
There is no universe in which I wake up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, he's getting kicked off the team. He has to, right? You ain't Global Guardian material, my guy.
Maybe if you didn't lose your powers, you might have been there to help the Guardians on their last day.
I'm gonna assume that was a joke and I don't need to beat your ass.
Marking his territory. Okay.
I thought it involved teamwork.
She seems like she would be the best to me, based off the powers that I've seen so far.
Me too.
Good first day,
Is
robot.
is he really just a robot?
Whenever I transform, I get younger.
What?
I don't look it, but I'm 24 years old.
What? How much does she de-age by every time she changes? Sheesh.
Try having a normal relationship looking like this.
Her
The
powers are
guys who are
tight, but
interested are either going through puberty or popping up on sex offender registry.
jeez. But he's gonna have to rebuild a whole new team. It seems like, or pick new people. Their powers are kind of handicapped.
Pathetic.
Damn.
Hide this.
No, you keep everything there. Wasn't that out the front window? Is she gonna see that? Oh no, back window. Okay.
And this one is about a Jack Russell Terrier who's a master of the metaphysical arts.
Oh, there's the dog on the wall I was asking about.
Mind if I borrow it? I mean, just to show you that I'm interested.
She's dope. Forget about Eve. Amber's tight.
Sorry.
He probably should answer, but I do the same thing.
When the world needs you, you answer your goddamn phone.
He must have been a beast back in the day. I'm wondering how he got his scar.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, it was a friend of my dad's and
Smooth.
Now?
Now, you can catch up on that comic while I'm gone. So he shouldn't be too hard to beat, right? Can't get too many concussions before passing out. They should make quick work of him, right? Concussion. Did he even feel the effects of it? 2 concussions. I'm keeping count. He's kind of agile for an old man. Alright, his powers are kind of dope. I was kind of dogging him at the beginning, but he's kind of cool. Damn, he got that almighty push too? Oh, it's a wrap for y'all. Is Invincible going to be able to save him this time? I know he failed with the old lady. Oh, she got him. Okay. Get him, get him, get him. Get him, get him. What is that? When did you develop? Oh, he got him. Okay. When did he develop that move? He's been training for real. Backfired that time. What happened? Just overusing him, I guess. That little tornado dig he did was kind of dope. I wonder if that was a one-time move or if he'll use that more often as like a signature. These two are actually pretty solid as a team. They're probably just the 2 of these guys or him and her are probably better than the whole team that Robot's put together.
You left a girl in your room while you flew off to deal with a crisis.
And you're still in your costume. What if she opens the door?
That's the tricky part of the job. Balancing what you want to do with what you need to do.
And I'm liking that we're getting what was that? I like that we're getting a lot of his superhero life and how he's meshing it with his personal life right from the jump. So I like that.
I wanted to know the kind of guy that would do that.
Go ahead, lean in, Mark.
It's big, sir.
Ooh.
First time I've seen Omni-Man on the ropes like that.
So that's what was on his cape.
You never know when something like that might come in handy.
The hell is it? Come in handy. What y'all gonna use this for? Why are they developing? Kind of seems like they want him to develop to defend against Omni-Man. I wonder what that was about.
I sold a house today that had a double homicide.
He's probably the one that caused the double homicide. Damn. Was he just wearing her costume?
You know I love you.
Do you? And he said he screwed up again. How many times has he done it?
Good luck with the new team, Rex.
Good for you, Eve. I kind of like that music they were playing too. It sounds like something they would play for a CW show. Damn. Too late. You just gonna
Good
watch.
for you, Mark.
Oh, okay. You'd always try with Robot. Oh, they got another duplicate. Might be messed up to ask, but he was Asian too. I wonder if that's Duplicate's brother. No offense intended. Uh-oh. What was his name again? Merle or something like that? Are they twins or are they just copies of each other? Because I remember in the first episode when they were fighting, one of them kept saying, like, I'm the original. So they're kind of just like twins that split into 2.
Shit.
Ooh. Oh, he's about to rip his arm off for sure. Oh, he kept his arm.
Say it.
You're the original. Is that what he's gonna say?
I'm the clone.
Okay, same thing. I like them as like villains. They kind of remind me of characters from the Ginyu Force or something.
You being the original and all.
Oh, why'd you have to do this? You could have just ran the other way, right? God damn, that's messed up. Their faces actually look like Thanos. They look like Thanos. They kind of act like Ginyu Force. I like them. Is this robot?
We still have work to do, but I feel confident in the progress we've made today.
Oh my gosh, man. Why do these episodes go by so quick? That's okay. I keep forgetting this show has after credits scene. Are we about to get something crazy again? Dark blood just popping up into people's houses, right?
Seeking information.
You know you ain't gonna find nothing at his house. Is she gonna cover for him?
About you need to leave now.
Is she gonna say he was home?
Debbie,
You
all right? Thought I heard something.
I wonder, did he actually hear him? Does he know that he was there? And he wanted to hear what was he just listening in the background while he was talking? Or no? Maybe he didn't know. Oh, he does now. Let's see. Any more in credit? Nope, that's it. God damn, man. Why this goes by so quick. I hate it, but I love it at the same time because that means that this show is great. Like, it's only 3 episodes. I still don't know how many episodes it's going to be for this season, but that was another really good one. What did we get? Mark. Okay, so he was working with his new team, the teen team, in last episode. But this one, it seems like they've kind of already been disbanded for the sake of new recruits for the Global Guardians. So they still have their own lair that they're working out of. So I'm wondering how that's going to work, if some work for the Global Guardians and some are just part of this team that they already had going. But Robot seems to be working hand in hand with Cecil. Obviously, he went to him because he doesn't trust and because he can't control Omni-Man based on the conversation that he had with Robot at the facility. But yeah, I'm curious to see if Cecil starts to play a bigger role. I'm curious to get more of his backstory, actually, because I want to know where he got that scar from. But he kind of laid back, it seems like, even though we found out that they're surveying their house still. So they have taps and wires all through the place, cameras and all that. So I don't know where that's going to go. I really want to know how exactly or where the relationship between Omni-Man and the Global Guardians went wrong, because he said they were his mentor, but obviously something had to go terribly wrong. And then you had the leader of the Global Guardians, of their first interaction that we saw, he gave him like a weird look, like he didn't like him or they didn't get along for whatever reason. And then obviously we saw what happened at the end of episode 1. So I wonder if we're going to get any backstory on where that relationship went wrong. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then I like that we got a little training sequence for the recruitment of the new Global Guardians. I'm wondering if the Global Guardians has always been a thing or an organization, and they've just been replacing them as heroes die off or get too old and retire, or whatever the case may be. But I like that we got the little training sequence of Robot selecting the new team. I've always been a sucker for like training sequences. Like Rocky is one of my favorite movies, best training sequences ever, and then anime always does it really well. So I always like when we get those. I'm hoping, because I don't think that this team that we have now is gonna stick, because they either seem to have pretty significant weaknesses or they just don't work well as a team. At some point I have to imagine that Mark and Eve are going to be on the team. Even though Eve already got selected, she still doesn't want to work with Rex, and Rex is already causing a problem with his teammates, and I don't think he's that good of, I like his power, but I don't think he's that good of a hero. Maybe time will tell. Maybe he just needs to mature. But we'll see how that pans off. But at some point, I'm imagining that we're going to get a lot more training sequences in the facility and out on actual missions with all these superheroes, because I'm excited to see what all their powers that they have to offer, including the ones that we saw get selected for the team. So I'm looking forward to that. It's also kind of seeming like we're starting to get a little love triangle drama maybe developing between, I don't know if it'll be drama, but something on top of Mark's plate that he has to deal with, as well as working on his superpowers and defending the globe. We already got a taste of him kind of struggling between balancing hero life and girlfriend or personal life when he had to run out on Amber. But it seems like they're gonna develop that because Eve's no longer with Rex, obviously, so we'll see. I mean, she showed up at his house and saw them making out and said good for him, so maybe she won't try to squeeze in to Mark's life. But you know, they're going to be working together. They already had that mission together. The chemistry's there. There's a little bit of chemistry between him and Amber because it seems like she really likes him. She even read the comic that he was interested in. She seems really cool, dope. So I'm interested to see where they're going to take that, if that's going to be drama or if it's just something that Mark internally is going to deal with, or if him and Eve's relationship is going to develop into something more just based off them working together and having more chemistry than him and Amber. So yeah, I'm curious to see where that goes. I like that aspect of the show, but we'll see how that pans out. Rex messed up, or maybe didn't mess up, depending on how you want to look at it. Not a big storyline, but something that happened. Mark's gonna continue doing his thing. He's getting better. I don't know. He's been training his butt off. It seems like, I don't know if he's been training by himself or he's just been getting better from training with his dad. They said they were gonna train this episode, but they didn't end up showing it. He had his little date with Amber, which seemed like it was going horrible, but he was making out with her by the end. So W for him. Dark Blood. I'm really starting to like his character. He seems dope. He said that he's here just investigating this case because he doesn't want to go back to hell. So I wonder if he's is he a recruit from Cecil? I don't know if he has to sign like a contract with the devil, so to speak, in order to get Dark Blood here to investigate, or if he just kind of pops up when he's needed. I'm curious to see how that works, but I'm really liking his character. That seems to be it. They're just moving past, at least they didn't show like the global reaction. I know they showed everybody reacting to Omni-Man giving the little speech at the beginning, but there wasn't like a big outcry of who's done this. So I'm wondering how the investigation's gonna go, if it's just gonna die off or if this little surveillance team is actually gonna lead to something. I'm curious, man. And I think another reason why I've been loving this show so much is because in that first episode they set up the tone, or they're setting up the tone of where it feels like nobody's safe, and I love that about that. Like, my favorite show that's done that is Game of Thrones, minus the 8th season obviously. But when a lot of shows I feel like have plot armor that protects characters, maybe you could say Mark has it, but that's understandable. He's the main character. You expect him to be around for the duration of the show. But when characters feel like they're not safe and it's the majority of characters involved in the show, that's like the ingredients for a really good show. And I love that they're setting that up with the global guardians being destroyed, massacred, whatever you want to call it. And even with the lady that Mark tried to save in episode 2, the old lady that ended up dying, we're going to see casualties throughout this show, whether it be main characters, whether it be side characters. I really like that, and that's definitely raising my interest for what's to come. But this was like, these first 3 episodes was just like one long big pilot, and I loved every second of it, to be honest. And it's setting up a lot. I'm hoping, usually I like shorter seasons, but I'm kind of hoping this is long because it seems to be setting up a lot. There's a lot of characters that need more depth. I want to know more of their backstories, like Dark Blood and Cecil, and even his mom. I know I was kind of suspecting whether she might be hiding things from Mark and the investigators, or Cecil. I was kind of starting to think that after episode 2, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's just in the dark and doesn't know how bad of a guy her husband is. And then aside from that, he did take out a kaiju, but it sounds like he struggled with him a little bit, even though we didn't get to see any of it. And then the government, I guess, the government looks like they recovered the body of the kaiju, and they're going to take it to obviously investigate it and kind of maybe manipulate it to become their own weapon. I'm wondering if that's just for the sake of defending the globe, or if that's intentionally to fight against Omni-Man if he kind of goes off the rail. So I'm wondering how long they've suspected maybe he's not a good guy, or if maybe Cecil already knows something and he just doesn't have the proof, so he's not calling him out publicly. I don't know, but that was a really good episode. 3 for 3. I'm glad that they're laying it flat out. I like that Mark's developing his powers so fast, so quickly, and he's getting better and better. I know we're starting off kind of with these smaller villains that aren't really a challenge. They're just boosting his ego and kind of helping him hone his skills. But he's still a teenager, I think 17, I believe. Still, I don't think he turned 18 yet. But yeah, he's honing his skills. He's getting better day by day, even though we're not seeing the training sequences, which is dope. Because shows like I mentioned earlier in this reaction, I watched My Hero, and Deku, he's getting better, but he's been slowly and gradually gaining power and improving slowly, and it just seems to be taking forever for him to improve. But this one, in the first 3 episodes, it's been tremendous. Like, he didn't even have powers at the beginning of episode 1, so I like that we're getting into it quick. But yeah, we still got a lot to unveil. I don't know. I still haven't looked it up. I think that they're still going to be doing 1 episodes per Friday release, but I'm hooked to this 3 episode format now, and I know it's going to be cliffhangers galore probably each week now, and that's tough. But I'm looking forward to it. This was another great episode. All 3 of these were great episodes, so I'm looking forward to the future. Groundwork's been laid. I'm loving. I don't think there's any downside to this show that I've seen so far. Like the pilot, to be honest, if I had to pick a downside, these last 2 episodes seemed like they were would have been more of a pilot, and then that first episode seems like it would have been like a season finale. But they had to get us hooked right away, and that's what it did. And that's what's carrying this show so far. It basically laid all the groundwork. We're wondering why Omni-Man's doing what he's doing, or at least those of us who haven't read the comic book. So this is great. I'm loving it. Can't wait to see what's to come. I'm going to be here watching it every Friday. Hope you guys are here on my channel to watch along with me. I'm Bobby Chill. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.